Hi, I'm Christy with Wall Decor Plus More, and we're going to show you how our mailbox decals work today. So I'll go ahead and explain some of what comes with your mailbox decal. You're going to get instructions, your decal, and this usually comes as a set of two, but we're going to show you two different designs today so that you can see how they work. And we're going to be putting it on the white plastic mailbox. This is a black decal. You cannot see the true black yet because it's sandwiched between the top transfer tape layer and the backing paper. Backing paper has a grid, and when we open it up, you're going to see that the backing paper has a wax-like finish, and then the top tape layer has a sticky finish. Now you'll notice that there is nothing else in here. There is no plastic piece or anything like that. You're not going to be peeling anything until you actually get to the design, which is right here. The first thing you're going to do when you get this decal is you're going to squeegee it. That's going to make sure that your decal sticks to the top tape layer, because what we're doing is we're transferring the vinyl decal to the top tape layer. So then step number one is to wash your surface. Make sure you have a clean surface. Talking about surfaces, we do not like textured surfaces unless you have a lot of patience. You'll notice this is a nice smooth surface. We'll give you some examples later on of a textured surface that doesn't work so well. And then you're also going to decide how you want to lay this out. I'm going to use our one line text so it fits underneath of the flag here, up or down. It's not going to change our decal too much. We also can rearrange the decal, so we could, anything that is not overlapped, and none of these letters are connected overlap, so we can cut apart all three of these words and rearrange them. But we can also take this number, put it up here, and change our layout that way. So getting back to the steps of the application, you have a smooth surface, and then you're going to peel the backing. I'm going to do a short, quick version of eyeballing, not measuring, and I'll show you how to do the hinge method on the other side. So you're going to be peeling, and you don't get in, there's just the backing paper and the top tape layer until you get to your decal. Notice the decal needs to stick to this top tape layer when you're peeling. And you're going to peel slowly enough so that you notice if something isn't coming well. You're going to need to lay it back down, use your finger, just squeegee it with your finger there. So now we got the backing paper off. This gets applied to your mailbox. If you are eyeballing or doing any measuring, you cannot use the tape or the backing paper as your alignment. You have to use your lettering. So now from here, you're going to rub firmly, use your squeegee to rub this on good. And the final step is to remove the top tape layer. And this, you want to pull at a sharp angle and press with your fingers while you are pulling back. This is going to keep the decal stuck to your mailbox while you're peeling your transfer tape. Our vinyl for mailboxes is actually outdoor grade glossy vinyl, and the glossy is so that you can see it when light shines on it. It also has the strong, super strong adhesive so that it's going to last outdoors. And the point of that is you can have it in the sun, in the heat, in the rain, and it's not going to come loose. Sometimes when you can't get the backing to come off neatly, it helps to lay it face down, and we do say that in the instructions. And you notice I can pull this backing paper quicker than I did on the last one. So we have the backing paper off. This is the top tape layer, and this is our lettering in there. Lay it down on your surface. Again, I'm eyeballing. If you're particular about measurements, you're going to want to be measuring the bottom of the letter to the bottom of your mailbox. Use your squeegee to get your decals stuck down well. If you are using a textured surface, this last part takes patience. And if it absolutely is not working, go ahead and leave this top tape layer on for 24 hours and come back. If you let the decal stick to the surface overnight, it will create a bond, and the transfer tape will probably be easier. The other thing, if you have a textured surface, if you use your squeegee and you're pressing down with your squeegee while pulling back the tape, that also applies pressure to your decal, which allows it to stick to the surface better. Now this is a smooth surface, so these steps are fairly simple. So this is our version of where we rearranged our one-line text mailbox decal. We'll go on to the other side. Make sure you have a clean surface, and you're also going to want to make sure it's dry. You can, this is just a wet paper towel, but you can also use a rubbing alcohol if you're worried about any residue that's on the surface there. So now we're going to show you the hinge method. So this hinge method means we're going to pull the backing paper off on this side, and then we can lay down this side without the measurements moving. So we're going to use painter's tape, any kind of tape that doesn't harm your surface. And we're going to tape it down slightly, then we're going to measure, and we're going to adjust and measure again and make sure we got it in place first. We're going to use the bottom of our letters to the bottom of a straight surface. So the hinge method, we're going to peel the backing off. Again, your grid lines are your backing paper up to your tape, making sure your decal is going with the sticky tape. There's an example of where it did not, so you're going to press down, press it together so that it goes and sticks to your tape, not the backing paper. And then we're going to cut this backing paper off and apply this side of the decal down. Now we can work on the other side of this tape. We can remove the tape, and the measurement is already down here. If we're worried that it's going to come up, you can put this back down. So now you're going to flip it all the way down. Again, if you work with your decal face down, sometimes this backing paper removes easier. Now you smooth it down, making sure there's no wrinkles, and you're going to keep your alignment just perfectly. Squeegee everything. And the final step is to peel your top tape layer off. Now you'll notice the only thing left is your actual letters. There's no background, there's no plastic clear background piece. It's just the actual letters is all that gets left on your mailbox. Peeling at a sharp angle, pressing down with my fingers as I peel. This pulling up like this is not a good idea. Sharp angles is where you're going to have the best results.